Hi guys, welcome. We have such an interesting parable today. I hope you have watched my previous videos because this is the key to your freedom. Jesus brought us the truth. What we had before Jesus was not the truth, and what we had before Jesus was the law. That was not the truth. That was not the way. Okay? That was not the way. Otherwise, Jesus didn't need to come. Jesus was the life. The law was death, and that is so easy to show you. If Jesus was the life, the law then must have been death. For I was alive without the law once, but when the commandment came, sin revived and I died. The law caused him to die. The commandments caused him to die. The commandment, it was ordained to life. What went so wrong? But I found it to be unto death. It was supposed to bring life. It didn't. For sin, taking occasion by the commandments, deceived me, and by it slew me, killed me. Guys, the law before Jesus was death. Jesus came to be the life. If Jesus was the truth, the law was a lie. Do you see? Look, deceived me. If Jesus was the way, the letter was not. The letter, when it says this verse, it is talking about the Bible itself. The Bible is dissing itself. Here we go. And yet we don't understand these concepts. Right here. Who has made us able ministers of the New Testament, not of the letter, even though every minister preaches from this book only. They have no spiritual revelation. It is only the principles and concepts found in this book that they spew at the altar. And the principle that they spew is the principle that Jesus fought against. The principality and power that Jesus fought against. They still preach because they're preaching directly out of their letter. Just like you study directly out of your letter, okay? For the letter kills. The law, the letter, the Bible kills. Let's find out why in the story of the Tower of Babel. Bible means Babel. Bible is a book from the land of Babylon. The tower is a tower in the land of Babylon. Mixed speech, confusion, black, white, hot, cold, good, evil, death, life, poison, remedy. All of it is found in the Bible. We're going to show you here. The whole earth was of one language and one speech, and it came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and there they dwelt. And they said to one another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime they had for mortar. Right now, this is the story of the Bible. These people are deciding to build a structure, build a framework to get them to heaven. They said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven. They are trying to build a structure to get them to heaven. This is what the Bible does too. It lays a foundation and it gives you all the bricks to step up to heaven. The stairway to heaven is the Bible, people think. Okay? Let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men had builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Let us go down and confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. And so the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of the earth, and they left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did confound their speech. Did confound the language. So what does Babel mean? Of course, it means confused speech. We have it today in English. Babble is baby talk. Confusion by mixing. He confounded their speech, confused their speech. Okay, so let's get to the root of this. Here we go. First of all, how did they plan to build the structure? They wanted a heavenly society. They said, let us make a city. Let us make a promised land. Let us make a holy city with a tower, with a stairway up to heaven. This will be our heavenly community. We will live here in peace and harmony. They were trying to make their own way to heaven. This is the story of Lucifer and the fallen angels. It's repeated over and over again in the Bible. This is the story of Moses and the Israelites. They put together a foundation and they said, if we follow these rules, if we serve, if we sacrifice, if we tithe, if we build us a church, if we do this, we're going to get into the promised land. God will dwell among us. What is better than that? It's all the same story. Here we go. Go to, let us make brick. Brick. Stop right here. They're doing it incorrectly. What they want to do is put together this tower that's built on conformity. So listen to their foundation for their society. A brick. Here we go. Here's a brick. Everybody's got to be the same shape. Everybody's got to be the same size. Everybody's got to fit into the same mold. Everybody has to weigh the same weight. Conformity. A brick represents conformity. They want everybody to appear the same shape, size, and weight, color, and everything. And how does God's law do that? Well, listen to the laws. You must behave this way. You must wear your sideburns long. You must wear your tzitzit coming off of your belt. You must do this. You must look this way. You must behave this way. You must all be uniform conformity. Conform, stuff yourself into this box and fit the mold. That's what law does. That's what your law does today, your government. Tells you don't, societal laws. Previously, don't marry the same sex. No, you have to be heterosexual. Or what? Or you're shunned by society. You're an outcast. You're not good enough. You're substandard. You're punished. You're castigated. Okay? That is exactly how they were trying to build their society to heaven, exactly how we have done it today. Everybody must fit into the same shape and size. Everybody must look a certain way to be accepted. Everybody must behave a certain way to be accepted. There is an idea in the Bible that we build with hewn stones. Let me see if I can find something here. Hewn stone instead of brick. Okay, let me see if I can find a definition for you of hewn stone. What you want to have a heavenly society, believe it or not, you have to let everybody express their own diversity. This is what makes the word beautiful. Look at a garden. Is every flower a rose? Of course not. How ugly. In fact, how hellish. Conform? We all look like replicas of each other? We all look like clones? How boring the world would be. But this is what law does to you. This is exactly what law does to you. Yeah. Okay, wait. I think I just got it. Here we go. Okay, so a hewn stone, it's forming a stone just like a brick, shaping it into a shape that you want it to be. I don't know what the verb is, but you're cutting it into a certain shape and size is what you're doing. But look at what Exodus 20:25 says. You will make me an altar of stone. You shall not build it of hewn stone, Don't shape it and form it and cut it into this box. For if you lift up your tool upon it, you have polluted it. Okay? It's truly poison to try to shove everybody into the same mold. And we know that. People eventually want to break free. He shoved them into a prison. Why? Because it was by law. It was by law. Then, in Genesis 11, we see what happens to the tower. It cannot hold. And why is this? It's because it was put together with slime. Slime instead of mortar. It is not cohesive. This is not going to work. So the idea is, you guys, they were trying to build their own structure, framework, building, tower to heaven. They were trying to build a society that reached unto heaven, a heavenly society. And they were doing it by bricks, which is conformity. Shoving everybody into the same box. This is what law does. This is what law does. It's why we don't yet have a heavenly society here on earth. Government law is Babel. It confuses everybody because why? People think they're not good enough. People think, I can't fit into this box. Something's wrong with me. I'm evil. I'm evil, I'm evil, I'm evil because I don't fit into the box. You tell me not to take the Lord's name in vain. I just can't help but say it. You tell me I cannot lay with other men. That's my inclination. It's my natural instinct. I can't follow that rule. You tell me I must grow my hair long. Well, I'm sorry, but I've gone bald. What can I do? It does not work. These people begin to feel that they're substandard. Every group you've ever belonged to can do it. Even your own family, your peers, your school, your career, your job, your colleagues. Everybody does it to everybody else. The key is to stop giving a crap what they say, okay? Start believing that you're good enough because you were made by God. So, in Genesis 1, God said that everything was already good. He already gave Adam dominion. Everything was fine until we took the knowledge of law, the knowledge of the serpent's fruit of good and evil in the garden. Law allows for two classes. We have the ruling class and we have the lay people. Already division. Already. Because the people that control the law, legislate the law, execute the law, have power over the people. It's inherent in the system of law, not in the people. The crack is in the system of the law, not in the people who rule. It's in the principality behind the law. We don't fight against flesh and blood. We fight against principalities and powers. The power is in the structure. All of a sudden, you have to have somebody who can wield the law, legislate it, and execute it. That automatically gives them power, automatic power over the people. In Genesis 1, God said, right here, God saw everything that he had made. Man, woman, beast, earth, trees, herbs, everything in the waters, everything. It was very good. Man is good until he takes the pill of Babylon. Babylon. Babble. Confused speech. We can't relate to one another anymore because you're not good enough. And I have a prejudice against you because you don't fit my rules. You don't fit my standards. You don't fit my conditions. I'm prejudiced against you then. That's judge by law. Again, prejudice, judge by law. That's what it means. That's the exact Tower of Babel. Made everybody confused. Everybody's supposed to be good enough. Why are you looking at your neighbor like they're not good enough? Okay? That's the story of the Tower of Babel. It is the exact same story that's found in the Bible. It's the same word. And it's all ruled by the king of Babylon. The knowledge of good and evil. Okay? Don't conform. Don't believe that you're evil. And don't believe that anybody else is either. It was all a pill, a poison pill that you took. That's it. We'll see what the next video brings. Thanks for watching.